Hey guys, today we want to talk about ATMs. We talked about this a little bit before in the past. The other day I went out looking for some money. I went through and I counted them, 11 ATMs before I found one that had money. I went into the bank itself thinking that I could get it at the bank. Guess what? No money. Went to another place where there was a bank. No money. I'm walking around, I go into 7-Eleven, which is usually my place where I can almost always count on getting money 50% of the time, and 50% rate lately has been pretty good. And guess what? No money. It was a total of 11 ATMs that I had gone through. That's pretty rough. And it's not even a holiday. And it's been like this for quite a while over here in the Philippines, unfortunately. At first I thought maybe, well, okay, it's holidays or something like that, because they have a lot of holidays over here. No holidays. It's just bad banks, just to put it bluntly. Some of the banks over here are not refilling their ATM machines, and that's kind of the way things work over here. They just don't really care about the ATM machines like we do in the US. And it's unfortunate too, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I notice a lot of times when I'm in a mall and I need to go get money, guess what? There's no money in there, so I leave. I don't get the things that I want to buy. And usually I go there to buy clothes or something like that. I usually have extra clothes, so I just put it off. And the stores in there, they lose money. And it's kind of the wonkiness of the Philippines. They haven't figured out yet that if people have more money availability, there'll be more spending. There'll be a much better economy with money flow. You need to have that money flowing around in order to have, a good economy. Well, if you don't put ATMs out there that are filled up, guess what? You got a problem. And I find it to be quite commonly. And I notice that I run into the same people when I'm looking for an ATM, and they're cursing the bank just like I am. And it's kind of like the normal thing around here. It's like when I go out to look for money, I keep seeing the same people that use the same bank that I do at the ATMs, and they're like, man, this is getting to be like a regular thing, huh? And it's like, yeah, and I see this one lady, I've seen her about 4 or 5 times when I go to the ATMs looking for money, and she says, man, I think I'm about to change banks to China Bank. And I says, no, don't do that, I says, just bear with it, because I would never switch to that bank for obvious reasons, but you really have to kind of search out what bank you want. Despite the problems here, you kind of have to deal with those situations. And again, it's the wonkiness of the Philippines that you have to kind of deal with, and that's kind of the norm. Okay, and it's one of the sad parts about living over here that there is a lot of wonkiness. There's a lot of issues and problems you just have to kind of live with and deal with, and it's an everyday occurrence. And you don't want to talk about the negative things in the Philippines too much, because there's so many more positives in the Philippines. But a lot of expats that come over here can't deal with that. They can't live with it. They have a hard time dealing with it. And it's kind of sad because they miss out on all the good things over here, because the United States has negative things too. And in some ways, the negative things are getting bigger over there than they are over here to a certain extent. It's just that the ones over here are different. They're different types of issues. And if you can learn to deal with those, you'll live a much better life over here, and you'll live a very blessed life. Anyway, guys, God bless. Take care.